I'm really excited about Wyoming's future in that respect. Obviously, we talk about it a lot, but the digital asset phenomenon, what we're seeing with blockchain and crypto, is amazing, and what it's done for Wyoming, both in terms of bringing new business here, but bringing national attention and even international attention to Wyoming. It's really exciting to see, and I get even more excited because of our heritage with the energy industry. And I see those two as being very, codependent on each other and likely to grow together. And so I think in the same ways that Wyoming is not necessarily reinventing itself, but continuing to expand the energy outlook and how we're going to address energy needs in the future, I think it's really great that we're having sort of the digital age conversation at the same time. And I think that's going to be a growing need for clients, companies, in the future, is both addressing their technology issues and problems and what regulatory frameworks look the best for them, and also the energy problems and what regulatory frameworks work the best. So I'm very bullish on Wyoming in both of those respects.
I think one of the things that it's important for people to know is that as Wyoming's leading the way with legislation, that the process is important of how we can do that, how we can move more quickly than other states. And that's not a one-time thing. It's not like we have done that and it was sort of a magic time. This is the nature of the Wyoming legislature. This is the nature of our firm's ability to work with the legislature on new things and boldly be a leader not only in the nation but in the world in some of these things. And that will continue as we modify, as we get better, as we see new opportunities. Our firm working with the legislature will continue to be able to produce those great results. And as I think about trends, Matt, I think as we look where we're going to go, you always start, where have you been? What are you? And I think you mentioned this. It's really important for people to recognize the natural resources that Wyoming has. I still think we're number one in bentonite, soda ash. Soda ash, produces glass, uranium, oil, gas, coal. We have these abundant natural resources, not to mention that our onshore wind is some of the best in the nation. And so you combine that with the University of Wyoming, the innovation that they're doing there, these natural resources with the digital asset, and you see companies coming in who have an interest in doing business not at the speed of government, but actually at the speed of business, and that's what they can do in Wyoming. And Marianne, you work with wind companies, and you see their desire to be in Wyoming, not only for the wind, but I think for the regulatory framework.
Absolutely. I think that Wyoming is blessed with an abundance of natural resources, as you stated, and a couple of those resources are the wind and potentially the sun as well. And so I think that an area that we are seeing an influx in the state is wind development as well as solar development on a utility scale. And we have a very good regulatory environment for that, and something that we assist clients through the permitting processes necessary to build those projects. Another interesting aspect for Wyoming is potential nuclear and the opportunity that may provide to help diversify Wyoming's economy, as well as have an all of the above energy strategy. I know that you've done some work on carbon capture sequestration as well, so I think that will be an important aspect of Wyoming moving forward for our legacy industries. Another energy source that I think Wyoming will be a hub of is hydrogen. And I anticipate that that'll be something that we see in our future as well.
Now, to the point of natural resources, I think the other interesting thing for some of those clients is we have another great natural resource, which is just our open space, our public lands, the recreation that people can do here, which I think there's an expectation, maybe if you're coming from the coast, that Wyoming doesn't have a lot to offer you. But what we're seeing is a whole lot of clients who are happy to move their staff out here and move their operations out here because Wyoming is such a beautiful and unique place, and some of them have never seen open lands like we have here. And so certainly we're seeing that as a benefit that I think a lot of companies are enjoying, and we hope that continues, and certainly right now it has been, and it's been accelerating.